Good morning. Next article. Input and output impedance of operational amplifier. Let us draw a circuit diagram for this. Simple circuit diagram to study input and output impedance of operational amplifier. Here the operational amplifier is connected in inverting mode. Input V1 is given to inverting input. Non-inverting input is grounded. These terminals are taken as 1, 1. These are taken as 2, 2. Output voltage is VO. These two terminals are taken as 3, 3. We know one property of operational amplifier. Input impedance of operational amplifier is infinity. And therefore, approximately zero current enters the operational amplifier. It means that voltage between the points 2, 2 will be approximately 0. If voltage between the points 2, 2 is approximately 0, current I2 will be equal to this voltage, that is 0, minus this voltage VO divided by resistance between them, that is R2. Or I2 is simply equal to minus VO divided by R2. Equation number 1. We know that output voltage VO is given by minus A times V. Or if we put this value from equation 2 into equation 1, we will have this as minus minus plus AV divided by R2. I2 is equal to, or this is V divided by R2 divided by A. This is V divided by R2 dash. Equation number 2. Where this R2 dash is R2 divided by A is given dimensionless. R2 by dimensionless quantity will be having the dimensions of resistors. Let us call this as R2 dash. It means that if we connect a resistance R2 dash between the points 2, 2, current I2 will be flowing through R2 dash due to the voltage V. So this circuit in figure 1 may be redrawn as circuit in figure 2 is equivalent to circuit in figure 1. Circuit in figure 2 is equivalent to circuit in figure 1. The input impedance and feedback may be written as ZI dash. The output impedance with feedback may be written as ZO dash. From this figure, input impedance is a series combination of R1 and R2 dash. And therefore, here we can simply write ZI dash is equal to R1 plus R2 dash. As A is very large, this R2 dash will be very small. And therefore, this ZI dash can be approximately written simply as R1 equation number 4. So, when the feedback is applied this way, this type of feedback is known as negative voltage shunt feedback. Negative voltage shunt feedback reduces the input impedance, and here we find that input impedance with feedback with negative shunt voltage feedback is simply ZI dash is equal to R1. It is very small. Is the applied negative voltage shunt feedback? Let us apply the negative voltage series feedback. For this we need to draw one more figure, figure number 3, and that is now the operation amplifier is connected in the feedback loop again, but now it is connected in non-inverting mode. Input voltage V1 is given to non-inverting input. The feedback loop is present in the inverting input. The input voltage V1 and feedback voltage provided here by this feedback loop, they comes in series. As it is negative feedback, there will be subtraction of the input voltage and feedback voltage, and V will be the net input voltage after the negative feedback. This type of feedback is known as negative series voltage feedback. Series voltage feedback always increases the input impedance. In this case, the input impedance Zi dash will be equal to R1 into, or you can simply put Zi for R1, 1 plus A beta, where beta is equal to R1 divided by R1 plus R2, equation number 5. So input impedance of the operational amplifier with series voltage feedback is increased. It becomes Zi dash equal to Zi times 1 plus A beta. It is increased to a very large value. This way, using series voltage feedback, we can increase the input impedance. For output impedance, we can use the same figure that we have drawn, and the output impedance in this case will be Z0 dash is equal to Z0 divided by 1 plus A beta. It's equation number 6. If we observe equation 6, we find that the original value of Z0 without feedback is decreased by 1 plus A beta times. It means that if we apply series voltage feedback to the operational amplifier, its input impedance increases to very high value, its output impedance decreases to very low value. And these are the ideal characteristics. These are the characteristics needed by an operational amplifier. So, application of series voltage feedback in operational amplifier approximates some characteristics of operational amplifier equal to the ideal characteristics, and therefore series voltage feedback is always preferred in operational amplifier. This way we can find the input impedance and output impedance of an operational amplifier. Values of these impedances can be brought near to the ideal values if we use series voltage negative feedback. So this is about the input and output impedance of an operational amplifier. Hope you got it. Thank you.